Shimai Pal. Today we're out working on Martin's Ford Fiesta. Martin's been a little bit poorly as recently and has asked us to come out and carry out a full service. So he's got an MOT coming up and he wanted it to pass the MOT. So he asked us for us to do a full service so we can see anything that might need doing there, and the car is obviously healthy and fit again. Something that we noticed that needed doing, one was his rear shock, but today we're going to be focusing on these brakes, obviously. But we noticed that his rear pads were really close. They were gone past the manufacturer's recommendation. So obviously the manufacturers recommend it at 3 mils. So they say that's when your efficiency drops and your safety drops. Whereas legally for the MOT it only needs to be 1.5 mil. So these had gone below the 3 mil and they were almost below the 1.5. So these needed changing. By the time we got to the MOT, they would probably been below the 1.5 and would have failed. So yeah, we got to work changing those pads. So as you could see shortly into the video, the discs were also worn. Now they weren't 100% worn. If you look at them from the front, they're okay. From the back, they're pitted on the edge. So it wouldn't have failed an MOT. It probably wouldn't even been an advisory. However, these pads, or this disc, sorry, would have become worn out before the life of the pad. So then he would have had to spend more money again on changing the discs and pads in, say, a year's time or maybe 6 months' time, however long these discs lasted for. So we've informed him of this, and he's opted to keep this vehicle safe and has decided to change the discs and pads, which is the right thing to do. And so that's basically what we're doing in this video, is changing those discs and pads. But there is some practices that I wanted to draw your attention to. So some things that really are important to be done. And I'm going to just leave it, because we're not at that stage yet. I'm going to leave you watch on for a little bit longer, and then I'm going to interrupt you again when we get to that stage where I want to talk about what we're doing. So when I pull this disc off now, you're going to look at the back and you can see how it's pitted on the outside edge. But this is something I want to draw attention to, and that's just cleaning up the hub surface. What I'm doing is removing any imperfections in that surface so it's nice and smooth. So when the disc slides on now, it's not skew-whiff or at an angle, it's totally flush there, running true. And we're going to do the same now, because these pads have got to move perfectly. They've got to be free floating. So if you have to hammer these pads on, there's an issue. That's wrong. If you ever see somebody hammering pads on, they're doing something wrong. So we're cleaning these up so these pads move perfectly. There's no rust or debris causing those pads from moving perfectly. Now the pads, once this is done correctly, those pads should slide in. So I think just something to remember is what's the purpose of the pad is to stop you. And if you press the brake, it pinches a disc, and then you need it to stop pinching the disc so you can roll off again. If you hammer it in, that means they're stuck and they won't roll off again. You'll either have them stuck on or not working as they should be. So that's just something I want to draw attention to, is if you're going to do these yourself at home, you need to make sure that that carrier is perfectly clean. Like, don't skip that step. That needs to be perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Right now, as we just mentioned, the carrier needs to be cleaned. But unfortunately, there's going to be little micro abrasions and stuff like that that's going to add friction. So what we're going to do is add a bit of grease to fill in those gaps. So it creates a barrier between the carrier and the pad, so it can just slide in there. And I know a lot of people like to say, oh, well, they didn't come out of the factory with grease. Well, it also didn't come out of the factory with 10 years worth of rust. So grease is a must. It allows it to, like I said, to slide back and forth freely, and it's not snagging on any of the imperfections in the metal. Obviously, you clean it up as best as you can, but you can't make that metal pure and 100% straight. So this fills up in any gaps and allows it to move. As you can see, they're moving in there perfectly. That's exactly what you want. There's no forcing them in, and that you can see that they are just sliding back and forth exactly as they should. It's 100% as you want them. So that's it now. You can just see it going back together. The job is essentially done. But this car did go on and it passed its MOT. The only advisory it had was a scuff on the headlight. It's not disrupting the pattern, but apparently you have to put it down. I think it's a bit of a tight advisory, but it's not really an advisory. It's just a scuff. You could probably buff it out. But thank you for watching. If you've got this far, extremely grateful for it. Feel free to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you on the next one.